So I just saw Rebuild of Evangelion 2.0, You Can Not Advance, subs, and I thought I'd talk to you guys about it, just to tell you what I thought. Well, initial thoughts, it was amazing. I really can't think of anything bad about it, so if you hate Evangelion, you're probably going to hate this video. You just might want to close this right now. But yeah, I thought it was perfect. I wrote a review earlier and posted it on my anime list, and I started it by saying how once in every while an anime movie comes along and redefines the word masterpiece. And I note Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle, The Girl Who Leapt Through Time, and Sword of the Stranger, all as anime that have done this, but Evangelion 2.0 exceeds them even more. It's absolutely fantastic. The story is pretty much the same as in episodes 8 to 19 of the series. Well, actually, no, it's not pretty much the same. That's what it's based on, but events have been changed quite a lot, but you don't notice at all. The pacing is superb, nothing seems rushed, and nothing seems too slow. It's as is it. You don't really notice that it's derived from a series. It's basically its own original movie now. And although it's a recreation of Evangelion, actually, where am I going with this? Well, basically, when I heard that Rebuild of Evangelion was a recreation of the series, I thought it would be pretty much the same, like on the lines of the Gurren Lagann movie. That's the same as the series with a few minor changes, but this movie, Evangelion 2.0, has changed so drastically that it's his own different thing. It's an alternative setting of Evangelion now. Anno has recreated Evangelion once again, and he's made it as good with absolutely no flaws at all, which is brilliant. The animation, the visuals were absolutely breathtaking, and they really were too good for words. I don't really like to use that phrase often because, well, it's overused and no one really uses it for its right meaning anymore. But really, words cannot describe, words cannot do justice. The animation was great. I was looking at the staff list on Anime News Network a few hours ago, and I noticed how much animation staff were there. I compared it to a few other movies like Sword of the Stranger and Spirited Away, but Evangelion 2.0 had so much more animation staff, and I checked a few of the people out. One of them was Takeshi Honda. Another one was Sachiko Okumura, I think. I should really get up a review. I'll just do that right now. But I was checking them out, and they've worked on things such as like Ghost in the Shell, Spirited Away, the original series. Basically, they've just worked on really good things. So the animation was inevitably going to be amazing anyway. The soundtrack, which I believe is done by Shiro Sagisu, who also done the music for the original series, was outstanding as usual. It doesn't really sound like the original series. I think the sound has changed, but it still has a charm, and it really is Evangelion. It really fits. It actually took me by surprise. I never remembered the soundtrack being so good in the first Rebuild of Evangelion movie, but I loved it all in 2.0, especially the scene about 20 minutes in of everyone just getting on with their lives in Tokyo Free, and it's just this instrumental track. It's just very upbeat, and well, I can't really explain it, but I wouldn't expect something like that to be in Evangelion, but it was there, and I'm glad it was because it was really good. And the ending credits is a song done by Utada Hikaru. It was just wow. That was brilliant. It's an acoustic song. I can't remember what it's called, but I instantly downloaded it, and I will buy the CD if it ever makes it over here. What next? The characters. In Evangelion 1.0, what's it called? This is You Cannot Advance. You Are Not Alone. Asuka wasn't in there. Her charisma wasn't there to really move the movie along. And we're just reacquainting ourselves with old characters who at that moment weren't really doing anything new because it stuck to the series quite closely. But in this one, Asuka's introduced. It kind of sets itself apart from the series, so each of the characters are doing new things. We get to see them in new elements and stuff like that. Asuka has actually had, well, she has a notably different personality from her series counterpart. And they even changed her name from Soyuru, what's it? Asuka Langley Soyuru. I can never say it. But they changed Soyuru, or whatever it's called, to Shikinami to accompany this change in personality, I believe. And you'll notice, well, I found myself noticing that even Rei is quite different. Well, she was acting quite different to what I remember her in the series. This isn't a very... Actually, no, I won't explain anything, John. I don't want to spoil it at all. But you'll notice how Asuka and Rei are doing things that they're acting in ways in the movie, in Evangelion 2.0, that you would have never imagined them doing in the series. You would never imagine them acting that way in the original series, which adds a nice, fresh new element to the movie, I think, which should be viewed as a good aspect and look forward to, because it actually benefits the movie greatly. Another change in the character is obviously the introduction to the new character, Mari. Very, very little is actually revealed about her in the movie, which I thought there'd be more of her in there, but still, she was amazing. Her scenes are entertaining as hell, and she's just such an intriguing character. You immediately want to know more about, and I'm really looking to what she has to offer in the next movies. From what's happened in this movie, I have no idea what's going to happen in the next one. It really has changed that much, and it's introduced so many new things that there's so many new routes it could take, and I can't even begin to imagine how the hell it's going to end. But I'm sure it will end brilliantly. This is Anno after all, and this is Evangelion at its best. I really eagerly await the last two movies with anticipation like no other. I can't wait for them. But yep, I think subtitles on Ava Geeks are nearly done. I managed to find some that I can't remember a user on there. I can't remember his name, sorry. But he took the English subtitles and kind of spiced them up a bit. He made them better. So they're the ones I watched. I'm sure you can find them on the forums. Let me know what you thought of the movie in the comments. Thanks for watching, listening.